Alright. Hi everyone, we're Team 5 and we're with Whole Foods. I'm Vathsalya, I'm the project manager here at Whole Foods.
Hi, I'm Yeti and I'm the marketing manager.
I'm John and I'm the human resource manager.
My name is Ian and I'm the
Today we want to talk about feeding the children. So the agenda for today will be going over the problem. I'll be giving some background context and relevance of the problem in today's society. Yeji will be talking about the plan, how we'll be partnering with other organizations, and what we actually want to do. John will be going over the process, so how our plan will be implemented and how we'll achieve our results. And then Ian will finish up with financial information and where the council will come in. So hunger is a very prevalent problem in our community. And it might not seem like that, a lot of people might not be familiar with it, but it's actually a huge problem in that it's very prevalent, especially among certain communities. So we're going to be talking about food insecurity. Food insecurity is defined as not having reliable access to affordable and nutritious meals on a consistent basis. So in Dallas and surrounding counties and communities, we actually have a huge problem of food insecurity, and our national rates are lower than the rates of food insecurity that we have here in Texas. So as a result of that food insecurity, there's a lot of poor health problems. It might be that people have to face a trade-off between choosing between medical care and food, like actually getting those meals, or it could just be that poor and cheap health food and dietary options aren't enough to supplement their well-being. So 1 in every 4 children in Dallas lives in a food insecure household. So that means that they're not getting reliable meals every day that are nutritious, mainly because they can't afford it, and also because they're just not available. Dallas is in a food desert. So here at Whole Foods, we talk about Whole Foods, whole people, and a whole planet. And our team, we want to work to make sure that this community is supported by our organization and that we are providing those meals. So like I said, the food desert in Dallas is not a problem that's being solved. The Dallas City Hall has tried to take this matter into their own hands and try to end this food desert, but it's due to a lot of factors. Grocery store chains are declining this offer and they're not moving it. So we want to ensure that the food opportunities, food availability is there. It's actually cheaper here in Texas to provide a meal. It's about $2.20 something, and a national average is about $2.60. And despite this being cheaper here in Texas, we actually have higher food insecurity rates. So there's just not enough food, and there's not good food that's being given to people despite all the programs we have. So Yevi is going to talk about how we plan to help them.
So we're going to partner up with North Texas Food Bank, and they've been serving the community since 1982, so we're really looking forward to teaming up with them. And our plan with North Texas Food Bank is to host organic food drives throughout the year, and as well as work with grocery stores in neighboring areas. And ultimately, we're hoping to provide an even distribution of organic ingredients and nutritious meals to the children throughout our target area. Okay, so just to elaborate on our food drive, so the drop-off locations will be the Whole Food Market nearby our target area, and then the food drives will be hosted the first Saturday of every month from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then we will have volunteers on site. So North Texas Food Bank will send out their volunteers, and then managers from participating Whole Foods markets have agreed to let their store employees volunteer for our project. And there will be a Facebook event page for every food drive we host just to get the word out. And after each food drive, we'll draw for a $20 gift card to none other than Whole Foods. And the volunteers on site will collect the names and emails of those who've donated. And with that information, we'll do a random draw, and then we'll notify the winner via email. So our marketing goal is to raise awareness of our events and projects throughout the Dallas area, because the more awareness we raise, the more donations we'll receive, and ultimately that'll contribute in providing more nutritious meals to the children in our target area. So with that being said, we're going to make local television appearances, and as well as getting local radio interviews. And then we're going to post posters and flyers in every Whole Foods market in Dallas. And of course, you can keep up with our events and our project through our social media pages. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also as well as North Texas Food Bank's social media page as well. And our social media hashtag will be WFM Feed the Children. WFM stands for Whole Food Market.
Okay, so how do we implement it? So we really want to help these kids and to provide them for a healthy food option in the Dallas ISD. But everybody knows the Dallas ISD is too huge to provide for every school. So we decided to pick these three schools: Nathaniel Hawthorne, John Q. Adams, and B.H. McComb. And the reason we picked these three schools is because they had some of the highest rates of students from low-income families and students receiving free and reduced lunch. All three of the schools had over 90% of their students in these categories. So, other initiatives to provide food. The Food and Child Nutrition Services is a department in Dallas ISD that provides over 40 million meals to students in the Dallas ISD. They also have a program called the Break Meals Program that provides meals to students during summer or winter and holiday breaks. So we can meet with them, because I like the last one. We can meet with them and figure out a way to educate these schools on providing healthy food options for these kids, and also educate them that they can get reimbursed for doing this. So I'm gonna pass it off to Ian. He's gonna discuss costs.
All right, so now let's talk about numbers. We want to know how much this is going to cost, and I'm sure you all want to know. So we break our budget down into 4 categories. We have our food costs, we have distribution costs, event costs, and then finally the marketing costs. So first up is food costs, and as you can see right here, it takes up the majority of our budget, over 70%. And how we calculated this cost, right? So there are 3 factors that go into the food cost. The first one is going to be the cost per meal. Now, since we're partnering with North Texas Food Bank, we are able to bring that cost per meal down to just over $1 per meal at $1.20. And then the second factor is going to be the number of students receiving the nutritious meals. And across the 3 schools that we're targeting, there are roughly 1,800 students that will be receiving the nutritious meal. And the third factor here is going to be the number of days in a school year, because our program is going to be a ongoing sustainable program, and so there are 180 days in a school year in Texas. So when we multiply those 3 numbers together, we come up with the final food cost number at $389,000. Next up is going to be the distribution cost. This includes pretty much everything, packaging and delivering those food related. Things like packaging material costs, machinery depreciation, driver labor costs, vehicle depreciation, and gasoline costs. And we were able to come up with an estimate at about $150 per day. And once again, there are 180 days in a school year, so the total distribution cost would be $27,000. We also have our event costs. As Yeji has talked, we're gonna have giveaways on a weekly basis, and that's gonna cover like the rents for venues and stuff. And we're estimating that cost would be about $1,500 per month, and 12 months in a year, so it would be $18,000. And last but not least, we have the marketing cost. And as you can see right here, it's actually taking a substantial part of our budget, over 20%, because we are planning to get our advertisements and get them featured on local newspapers, radios, and televisions, and that's going to cost money. So there will be a one-time ad producing cost at $2,200, and then after that, there will be a recurring cost to get those ads featured, and that cost is going to be around $9,500 per month, 12 months in a year, so the total marketing cost is $116,000. So when we add all those costs together, our final total budget is at $550,000. Now I know that's a lot, But considering a lot of the government offers that we've seen, especially if you go back a few slides and there's the Dallas City Hall offer of $3 million of a similar program. And so we really believe that this $550,000 budget is doable, is practical, and especially since our program is going to be sustainable, we really think it would be used for a good cause. And so we would like to ask you for half of that at $275,000, and we would match it up with the other half, and we can really make this happen.
All right, to sum it up, we talked about food insecurity, why it's such a big problem in the Dallas community, and what we can do to fix it. So we would really like to ask for your help, and we think that this is a very sustainable program that can go on past just this one pilot project and grow to help all of the kids that need this nutritious health and food in their lives. So we'd really like to partner with you and make sure that we are feeding children. Thank you.